because they feel like the women in the United States are kind of like tarnished goods. And I want you to watch this video, okay?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. No one said that women are tarnished goods. If you actually look at a passport bro, which I know many of them, they are not going over there to grape and conquer. They are going over there because they are giving up over here.
CP the artist here to talk about the passport bros. Now, what are the passport bros real quick? Passport bros are just guys who travel the world looking for love, sex, whatever it is. There's a problem that women are having in Western society that men are going over to other places of the world and just picking up desperate women. Passport bros would call more traditional women. Let me break this down. I was in a relationship with a woman that was from Dominican Republic, very traditional, one of the best relationships I've ever had. But at the end of the day, two people don't agree with everything. Two people are flawed, and sometimes two people are just not going to be on the same page and they just fall apart. Modern women in the West that complain about the passport bros. Number one, shut up! Mind your own business. Nobody cared when Stella got her groove back in Trinidad or Tobago, wherever she went. Stop the double standard.
The passport bros seem to be a hot commodity nowadays, so let's just go ahead and get straight into it. This is another case of black women not minding their business. Y'all didn't care about meal order brides until black men happened to make it popular, but of course you feel entitled to being the BBC commander when something no longer benefits you, although these are the same men that you said you didn't want, didn't need, and they are broke. I'm gonna be honest, going overseas to travel frequently and live does not equate to broke. But then again, this just simply speaks to the delusion and hypocrisy of women. These men have been very clear in their message. They've said time and time again they wanted wives, someone they could build with, start their family with, someone they could create a legacy with. What y'all heard was they wanted someone that they can control. Y'all minimize being a wife simply down to being a slave, even so much as telling those other women overseas that they're uneducated and practicing sex tourism. And in turn, a lot of y'all have took your degree and traded it in for an OnlyFans profile. Nobody said anything when women were going to Dubai. We know why you were going. Nobody said anything when women were flying state to state getting flued out. We know what you were doing. Nobody said anything when Nigerian and Jamaican men needed green cards and y'all started falsifying marriage documents so you could drive your Range Rover with your red bottoms. Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all wanted the option to go back to these men after the man that you really wanted was done dragging you through the mud.
Passport bros have to answer these simple questions. Why do they want you? Why do these women want you? And why these women from other countries are not being chosen by their own men? Gotta think about that. I have Dominican friends. And what my Dominican friends tell me is, number one, be careful of those choppies. What a choppy is is a woman that just wants you for your money. And there's also women who are just prostitutes. That, for $40, you could get some entertainment going on, right? So these passport bros claiming that they're just going overseas because women are more better and so on. And I will, from a man that, number one, I got a Jamaican family. I prefer traditional women. I prefer non-Western type of women. Can't lie to you. I grew up in a culture that had traditional women and strong traditional women, by the way.
In today's video, we are discussing what to expect when you date in a Dominican. The first one is submissive and attentive. Dominican women are submissive, attentive, and sweet. That doesn't mean that you need to take advantage of them. Don't assume that they are weak because of this. The reason why Dominican women are submissive is because they expect for you to be the leader. Dominican women are emotionally strong. They are more than happy to play a supportive role in the relationship. So you don't need to take advantage of it.
Right? So the notion that, women from other countries or whatever, I'm sure in many countries there are docile women, whatever. But in our culture, like whether you got a Dominican or Puerto Rican or Jamaican or Haitian woman, whatever, there are strong women that don't take no crap.
Be the provider. Dominican women expect the men to take majority of the responsibilities of the household. And when you are dating, they expect for you to pay the bills when you go out, especially if she doesn't work. If a woman expects for you to pay the bill, that doesn't mean that she is a chappy. This is just a culture thing. You have to understand most of the money over there, the man is the one that makes the money most of the time. So this is just a thing where the men, when we go out, the men most of the time pay the bill. And that doesn't mean that if you go out with a girl, she will pay the bill, because that can happen. It's just that you should expect that she will want for you to pay the bill.
But at the end of the day, it's like, what are you guys really bragging about? That you're getting easy sex, that you're tricking off of women. And it's hard for me to believe that you could spend a week or two vacation and really, really get to know a woman, and that she really, really falls in love with you like that. You sound like a sucker. Can't even lie to you. You sound like a sucker. What woman in the world is just gonna meet you? You got a language gap. You only knew each other for the length of your vacation, and that was it. She's in love. That don't make no sense to me.
The misconception that foreign men, especially American, have about Dominican women. Now that I'm on YouTube, I watch a lot of videos from other YouTubers that talk about Dominican women, and none of them videos are positive. As a matter of fact, none of them videos are positive. And the reason why is because most of them guys, they go to visit Dominican Republic, they go to area like Boca Chica, Punta Cana, Sosua, and those areas are known as a tourist area. And in tourist area, most of the times a lot of things going on, including prostitution, and that gives Dominican women in general a bad reputation. In my opinion, this is the biggest misconception about Dominican women. It's really hard for me to watch and listen to these men degrading Dominican women. And it was not until I got here that I started realizing that men go over there to this different area for these kind of activities or this kind of enjoyment.
I think those men that are looking for love, looking for an intentional relationship, I think you should just focus on the woman and be very, very careful of the choppies. Respect the culture. Respect every culture that you go in, or it will be a bad ride for you. Like when I went to Dominican Republic, had to have respect for everybody, because I was in someone else's territory, and as a descendant of Jamaican family, that's one thing that I believe that American men in particular need to start to respect their women. Respect their women, respect their culture, have respect for everybody that you go there to.
Learning Spanish is very important when dating a Dominican woman, because most of them do not speak English and are not interested unless there is a reason for it. Your ability to speak Spanish will increase your experience and better your communication. So guys, take some time to learn Spanish. If you practice often, you can learn conversational Spanish very quickly.
Dímelo, mami. ¿Qué pasa? Es que lo que no importante. Silencio. Ay, Dios mío. ¿Cómo estás? Muchas gracias. Por favor. Su casa, mi casa. Pendejo. And for the women out there that are mad at men for looking for a traditional woman, get better and you'll get married. Period. Like, look, men shouldn't be leaving this country to go elsewhere to find love, right? But in order to get better, you got to be better.
Dominican women, or most of Dominican women, love sex. I don't know what is it. It probably is the music, the weather. It's some type of brings some type of emotion that make people enjoy. So guys, this is 18. I thought it was important for you to expect when dating a Dominican woman.
What time is it?